Go to Weissach, a sleepy country village in the hills above Stuttgart. Take a left turn and you enter the magical world of Porsche motorsport, birthplace of some of the most fabulous race cars in history. The Porsche story started in 1951, when it first ran at Le Mans. Every year since then, the Black Horse of Stuttgart has been seen on cars at La Sarthe, with 16 outright victories against the 9 of Ferrari and the 7 of Jaguar. The first of those wins came with the legendary Porsche 917 in 1970, the 5-litre air-cooled flat 12 monsters that few could tame at first acquaintance. Though Golf Porsche was synonymous with the 917, it never won Le Mans, except in Steve McQueen's film. This was the 1970 winning number 23 factory car, driven by German Hans Hermann and Briton Richard Atwood. Ferry Porsche was there to see it, and again in 1971 when the number 22 Martini Racing 917 won with Dutchman Gijs van Lennep and German Helmut Marko aboard. But the 3-year career of the 917, the brainchild of Ferdinand Piëch, later to become chairman of Bentley, was short-lived. World champion in 1970 and 71, in 1972 it was consigned to the museum as the FIA imposed a 3-litre maximum on the World Sports Car Championship. Porsche had to wait until 1976 after following home Matra and Gulf Ford before it won again. This time it was the factory Group 6 Martini Racing 936, the first ever turbo car to win Le Mans. At the wheel once more was Van Lennep, partnered this time by Belgian Jackie Ickx. Porsche's Group 5 car, the Martini 935, was also successful that year, winning the GT category with 4th overall. Le Mans 1977 started badly for the factory when the Ickx Henri Pescarolo car lost its engine early on. The sister car, shared by American Hurley Haywood and Porsche customer sport manager Jürgen Barth, joined by Ickx, won outright. Renault won in 1978, but Porsche saw victory again in 1979 with Kramer Porsche's 935 and in 1981 with the factory Jules 936, shared by Ickx and Derek Bell. In 1982, the FIA announced the new Group C formula for sports car racing, limiting fuel consumption. Porsche reacted with what will go down in history as the most successful sports car ever produced, the 956. Designed by the man responsible for the 936, Weissach engineer Norbert Singer, it was a winner from the start. Sponsored by Rothmans, the 956 finished 1-2-3 at its first Le Mans, the winning car of Ickx and Bell using the same 2.6-litre flat-six turbo motor as the previous year's winning 936. From that first dominant win, the Porsche 956 and its 962 derivative, run by either factory or customer teams, was to win Le Mans for 6 successive years and take 162 wins in the 200 international races which it contested. Its last Le Mans victory came in 1994, with the Dower Road version converted back to racing. But the writing was already on the wall. Porsche designer Horst Reiter was already working on the GT car he believed could bring back Le Mans glory. Developed from the successful 911 GT2 Evo, It would have the same basic flat-six engine used to win Le Mans back in 1981, only now water-cooled. 3.2-litre twin-turbo would produce 600 horsepower in a 1,050-kilogram vehicle. Project director Norbert Singer had to carefully weigh FIA regulations that a road car with full EEC type approval should exist before the race car could be accepted, against a return towards the characteristics of Group C cars. Conceived in June 1995 and given board approval in July, the Porsche 911 GT1 would be testing by mid-March 1996. It was stretching the production car rules to the limit. That first test was at Weissach on March 14, still in its carbon composite bodywork, in the capable hands of Jürgen Barth. 1,000 kilometres followed over the next few days on the short, bumpy factory Porsche test circuit, the car shared by Barth and Roland Kussmaul, without a single breakage.
Beide Achse kurz versetzt und das ist eigentlich eine...
Four laps to feel the car.
Technik, aber...
By May, the show car was in its Stefan Becker designed livery, although the two race cars destined for Le Mans ran the test weekend unpainted. In the paddock was an all-white road car. The Singer looks on anxiously as ACO scrutineers check the race car meets their regulations.
I'm getting off the race.
Justement, c'est aussi qu'il ne faut pas de...
GT1 caused a sensation, Porsche's answer to the McLaren F1 GTR, which had been dominating global sports car racing and which had won last year's wet 24 hours against the prototypes. It had certainly raised the plateau of GT racing. Between the tests and the June race, Porsche Motorsport headed south to Circuit Paul Ricard, where Hans Stuck, Bob Volek and Terry Batson in the number 25 car, and Scott Goodyear, Yannick Dalmas and Carl Windlinger in the number 26 car put in several 24-hour tests to ensure they could go the distance.
Schnell und dann auch mit kurz nachschlagen. Alex.
June 1996, and Porsche starts from the front row, but it knows that the faster open prototype cars are likely to win if it stays dry this year. The results confirm Porsche AG's decision to build the car. The 234-day-old 911 GT1s finished second and third overall, winning and second in GT. They're beaten only by a prototype car, and that a Porsche engine TWR Just.
Les deux Porsche officielles GT1, la numéro 6, celle de Carl Windlinger et Amandel Massas Studio est deuxième.
Following this success, customer cars quickly followed in 1997 for both Le Mans and the BPR Global GT Series. Porsche went back to Le Mans as a factory in 1997, only to lose both cars. One crashed, the other on fire. Weissach had to wait until 1998 for the ultimate prize. Driven by Alan McNeish, Yannick Dalmas and Stefan Ortelli, their mobile 911 GT1 won the great race outright. Porsche's 16th and most recent win at La Sarthe. Porsche remains committed to customer involvement and holds regular training sessions on all its race cars. It doesn't like being beaten, but when it does, it would prefer it's by one of its own customers.
It's analog digital interface.
Position 3, that's only for demonstration. That's why we have this number.
And on the map?
The map, that's it.